Anybody else? Yes?
Why wouldn't you cast for Halloween 6?
You know, I understand. I've met Dan Ferens a few times. And Dan is a wonderful person. And he says he wanted to cast me, but the producers couldn't hire me, couldn't find me. That's impossible. You can't find an actor in Hollywood, please. If they, I don't know. They didn't look for me. They didn't want me. I have no idea. It's a missed opportunity. I didn't miss the opportunity to be here tonight, though. Were there anyone else? Yeah, you again. Go ahead.
Me again. I'm a big fan, sir.
The only one in the theater.
Yeah, clearly. Scale of 1 to 10, how disgusted were you when Busta Rhymes beat the shit out of Michael?
You know, I didn't see that film, but I've heard about it. I've heard about it. You know, I've heard about that. You know.
We watched that and we were just like,
you know,
it's a scene.
I assume there eventually will be another Halloween movie. I don't know when. I have an idea of what they're missing and what they should put in.
Busta Rhymes.
No. You have a very small cast here. You have 3 girls, you have a boyfriend, you have 2 babies, you have the mad scientist. John throws it all in. You've got the escaped lunatic. You know, right there. You've got the mad scientist, maybe. Dr. Loomis is a bit of a mad scientist. You've got 3 haunted houses. You've got 3 climaxes. Michael dies 3 times without CGI or blood. Okay? That's incredibly powerful. People had to go and see this movie again and again and again when it first came out. Anybody else? Yeah, I see one other hand back there.
What was the the mood like while you were shooting?
A lot of fun. You know, and it was very quick too. I mean, we had to be, as children, we had to do 3 hours of schooling every day in 20-minute blocks. If it doesn't go to 20 minutes, we can't, you know, it doesn't count. So we would go, me and Kyle would go into the camper/school room, and 10 minutes later, we're ready for the kids. Not yet 20 minutes, they had to wait. So this was a very relaxed shoot, very easily done, you know. John knew what he wanted to put on the screen before we started shooting, I would say. Yes?
Where did they do the filming?
Pasadena, around here. Interiors were done in Pasadena, exteriors in West Hollywood. All around.
Local.
Yeah, local. Haddonfield, Illinois does not exist. It's from Haddonfield, New Jersey, where Deborah Hill grew up. Mentioning Deborah Hill again, she, as far as I know, this was her first job as a producer. Up until then, she'd only been a script supervisor. And I cannot state it, I cannot overstate it. Deborah Hill's contribution to this must be huge. You know she actually directed one of the scenes, don't you? Yeah, the scene in the back of the car when the 2 girls, after they leave the sheriff, after they leave Annie's father, that was directed by Deborah Hill. So that's really nice, you know. Yes?
How did they get funding for this?
Irwin had the idea for the babysitter murders, and somehow Irwin, I'm not sure who got in touch with Mustafa Akkad, but from what I understand, John spilled out the entire story to him, scene by scene, and Mustafa said, here's a check. Something like that. You know, low budget, $300,000. You can do a lot. I mean, you can do a lot with a low budget if you take your time and your patience. You don't need to rush into making something brilliant overnight. And you can do it without blood, and you can do it without gore, and you can involve the audience. Like I said, this is very much an audience participation film because you participate in the ongoing action. I recognize those 3 girls from high school, the mousy girl, the cheerleader, and the brainy type. And this was a great print. I love watching Nancy Loomis. She's just brilliant, you know? Anyone else? Yes?
Do you keep in touch with her?
Nancy? I see Nancy on occasion. I see these people not as much as I would like. I wish we would see each other more. This movie is 34 years old. There's a 35th anniversary. There's like plans for next year, this, that, and the other. I don't know what's going to go on. Nobody tells me anything. Nobody calls. I used to walk down the horror aisles of video stores when we had video stores. I would say to myself, I'm responsible for this. I had a big ego. I still do. Anyone else? Okay.
How late did they keep you kids up?
We were only allowed to do 8-hour days. A lot of the interiors you saw were done during the daytime. Black velvet or black whatever they used to cover that. So basically, the interior shots you see are pretty much during the day. Most of my shots, except for the run where I'm running outside, these are mostly day shots. I saw a hand over there? Yes?
Do you have any, like, your spacesuit?
Nah. The only thing I have left is my screenplay. I have the original screenplay signed by just about everybody. Missing a few. Time for one or two more questions, just in case? It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming out. Happy Halloween, everybody.